Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And here come the 7th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners coming off a spectacular season in which they finished 3rd in the nation, 4 consensus All-Americans, including the Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. Today, they're ready to open their season against the Owls from Florida Atlantic. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson along with my partner, Joel Klatt. And welcome to Norman, Oklahoma. Let's get it out of the way quickly. Baker Mayfield is gone. First overall pick by the Cleveland Browns. Kyler Murray steps in, and he's not just a baseball player on Saturday.
Well, in order to fill large shoes like Baker Mayfield left, you got to have immense talent, and that's exactly what Kyler Murray has. This guy is a difference maker as an athlete, one of the fastest players on the field, highly recruited as a football player. Obviously, we know about his baseball prowess, being drafted 9th overall, but this guy can throw it a little bit. Very, very important for him to stay within himself and just be him. Don't try to be Baker Mayfield.
All right, they're taking on Florida Atlantic, coached by Lane Kiffin, a well-traveled coach and professional in college football, and he brings a team in here that's won 10 in a row. These aren't cream puffs.
No, they're not. And listen, Lane Kiffin has transformed this program. They were a 3-win team in back-to-back seasons. Enter Lane Kiffin, and now they're 11-3, and they're one of the better teams in all of Group of 5. I think they could challenge for a New Year's 6 bowl this year.
So coming up, Florida Atlantic and Oklahoma. This is the first ever meeting between these two programs. We'll have the opening kick right after this. He's the pistol back behind Robinson. And they give it to him. Running left. Not a lot of room. The OU defense doing a nice job. Spearheaded by Ronnie Perkins, the freshman from St. Louis.
How about that? A couple of really nice plays from Perkins. What I loved about it is that Perkins seems like the game is moving slow for him. He's being patient, allowing the reads to approach. Here he's the defensive end on the right side, and he's just going to get his outside arm free and then stay there. Did you see him extend his left arm? What a perfect job by a young player.
Down at 8 at the 28. Here's Murray. Far side. On the money. At the 40-yard line, Marquise Brown with a first down.
Who?
Hollywood.
There he is. One of the fastest players in all of America. This is the best deep threat, I believe, in college football because of how fast he is and the way that he catches the ball down the field.
For Oklahoma. Murray out of the gun. With time. Over the middle. And caught. Hollywood Brown again. First down, OU.
Boy, I'm impressed by the touch that Murray showed right there. First, the patience in the pocket. Watch as Hollywood's going to start on the outside. He's just going to slow play it. Then he's going to get up past the linebackers, and then that ball has to be...
From Florida City, Florida. Second down at 8 at the 45. Murray trying to sprint out of the pocket. Bobbled up. Steps up in the pocket. Uses his legs. And Murray jumping backwards. Still on his feet. Look at this run. Murray. First down, Oklahoma. Wow. 15 yards the hard way.
You know, that reminded me a lot of a couple of years ago, a guy at Louisville, Lamar Jackson. I mean, I tell you what, he had nothing going on down the field. He looked like he was bottled up a couple of times and made chicken salad, as you like to say, Gus. How about those moves?
Looks like a little Johnny Manziel in there as well. He won the quarterback competition against redshirt sophomore Austin Kendall after serving as Mayfield's backup last year. First down and 10 at the 30. Anderson downhill. Anderson, Mr. Anderson. 30-yard touchdown. And Oklahoma scores on their opening drive.
Yeah, what a play there. It's a terrific cut. Watch, they're going to actually not block the 3 technique. That's the defensive lineman right on the guard. Anderson makes that read, and he is gone. Terrific design right there. The offensive line goes up to the second level. Anderson in for a touchdown.
Anderson ran for 1,161 yards and scored 18 total touchdowns last season. Very effective catching the ball out of the backfield as well. So OU strikes first. Rodney Anderson. That is the sound of inevitability, Mr. Anderson. 15. C.D. Lamb, the sophomore. Very versatile player. And that one is blocked. Oklahoma got it. Touchdown Sooners.
Right up the gut. Oklahoma gets a great jump. Riella was very deliberate once he got the ball. Way too slow in order to get that punt off. Easy block for the Sooners.
And Curtis Bolton covers the football up in the end zone for the touchdown. And Oklahoma takes a 14-0 lead. Sooners doing it on special teams as well. 14-zip, OU. I've at the 30. Robinson gives it to Singletary again, and he's tackled from behind. Kenneth Mann got him. Falls forward, and he'll pick up a couple.
Check out this move. I mean, just all the way in from that defensive tackle spot. He's going to come all the way down, slip over the offensive lineman, and get the tackle. That's a heck of a move from Kenneth Mann.
On 3rd and 4, they throw it near side right, looking for the first down, and he won't get it. There's that good open field tackling again by Oklahoma, and a flag on the play. Radley Hiles and Parnell Motley combining. 14-0 OU. Marcellus Sutton checks in at running back. Murray will throw it over the middle. And it's caught over the middle. This is Lee Morris still running. Look at Morris. Can he get a block at the 10? Stiff arm. Touchdown OU. 65 yards. Baker who? Kyler Murray. Off to a terrific beginning.
Magic Man Jr. This is an excellent throw because the coverage is so good. The linebacker is all over Lee Morris. Look at that ball. It is in the perfect spot, right on his chest, and then it's just strength and athleticism down the field. What an excellent run.
Wow. And coming into this game, the big knock on Kyler was accuracy.
Not on that. I mean, that is as hard a throw to make as there is because you can't see it. You know, we see it with that camera.
Previous play is under further review.
They're going to review whether he was actually in or if he stepped out there inside the 5. But our camera gives you a false sense of how open the wide receiver is or the throwing lane.
All right, thank you very much, Mike, and we look forward to joining us for the remainder of this game. So Kyler Murray starts 3 for 3, 92 yards and a touchdown. He finds Lee Morris, the redshirt junior from Allen, Texas. What an impressive piece of running after the catch. And the Sooners are up big. And down at 8 at the 46. Play fake. Murray winds up down the field. Hollywood Brown inside the 20. James Pierre makes the tackle.
And that's something that we haven't seen yet, Gus, from Hollywood Brown. We've seen him run by guys, but now the ability to go up and get the 50-50 ball. Look at him elevate, go over the corner, high point that football, and then bring it down. What a great catch there for Hollywood Brown.
That's a gain of 29, first down and 10 at the 17. Murray gives it to Sermon. Still on the move, Sermon. Breaking tackles down the sideline, dives. Looks like a touchdown for Oklahoma again.
Tackle. Well, as you see here, they're just going to pull both the tackle and the guard around from the right. This is really the bread and butter play for Oklahoma as far as their run is considered. It's kind of a counter play. Great cut right there. There's Evans. He's working. I think he just kind of jumped on his defender after the play late is what drew the flag. But what a terrific run by Trey Sermon. Great vision and then power at the end to extend to the pylon for the touchdown. Boy, this offense is fun to watch. Gus, I am nerding out right now. They are good. the play calling, the schematics, Lincoln Riley, the rhythm that he gives his quarterback. He's getting everybody involved. We've seen Hollywood. We've seen Trey Sermon. We've seen Mr. Anderson. Everybody touching the ball for the Sooners.
Well, I'm more impressed with the way their defense is playing right now.
You know what? And that's probably more important. You're right.
Their defense, these guys are really making open field tackles. They know their assignments, and they're playing with some grit and passion. 7th-ranked team in the nation. And I guess Oklahoma heard that Florida Atlantic, after their season ended last year, put a clock in their facility to count down the time to play OU. Well, you wanted us. You got us. 28-0. Let's go downstairs to Jenny. 3rd down and 1 at the 35.
Did you mention Joe Washington?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Here's the option. Anderson getting downhill. Anderson, look at the burst. Look at that burst. Mr. Anderson down the sideline. Touchdown. OU 65 yards. I think his name's going to be on that list.
One of the great 8-game stretches ever. Over 1,000 yards in the last 8 games of last season, and they're just going to run a little option play. Murray's going to come up here, and then he's going to pitch it to the outside to Rodney Anderson. There wasn't even a defender there to pitch it, but Murray was like, hey, 24, you take it. You get the yardage, and he does. All of the yardage. Takes it to the house.
Rodney Anderson with a great first half, and we still have 13:07 to go in the first quarter. Extra point is good. 5 carries, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Mr. Anderson. Some people feel that he doesn't have a burst. Think again with Alabama and Clemson. 1st and 10 at the 35 for Florida Atlantic. Singletary looking. Not a lot. Tyrese Lott, first man to him.
And listen, it's pretty apparent this offense is going to be as potent as we've ever seen them in the last 3 years. Now the question becomes, to get to that next echelon, Gus, where you are beating Alabama for a national championship or getting to that game, is can this unit, the defense, step up and be great?
2nd down and 11. That ball swung out, and Deshaun Holmes makes a tackle. Makes the reception, rather.
Last year they gave up over 300 yards on the ground to Georgia in that Rose Bowl. And they blew that 17-point lead. This is the next step. It's on defense for the Sooners. Can they be great and dominant on this side?
3rd down and 6. They'll hand it off. Singletary will not get the first down as he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know, Joel. It's something about this defense that just feels different. I know it's only the first half, but it feels like they're a different team.
This is very nerdy, but there's so much more sound. It's called gap sound, right? They're not jumping around defenders. They're not jumping around blocks. They're engaging their blocker, getting the correct arm free, and then staying there. Singletary's got nowhere to go. FAU's got nowhere to go because they're being fundamentally sound on defense. They're doing a really nice job of it. Vacant area. 2nd and 16 at the 18-yard line. Murray again to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to run it. Scampers down the sideline and steps out of bounds at the 30. About 4 yards short of the first down. That was Drake Stoops, 25, with the huge block. He was on the sideline. There's Bob's son, Drake Stoops. He was a freshman. Walk-on in this program, earned playing time right here in his first game in the OU uniform. You think he hasn't dreamt of being on this field in that helmet his whole life? Unbelievable feeling.
3rd down and 4 at the 30. I'm sure his dad is proud to watch his son out there on the field playing right now. High snap handled. Murray underneath, caught, first down. Drake Stoops. Oh, and they're stupid, folks. They're not booing, they're stupid. Oh, I love it.
I'm getting chills. When Bob came into the booth, he said, I was like, how you feeling? He goes, way different type of nerves today. And he's talking about watching his own son on this field, Drake Stoops. Wow, what a cool moment right there.
Talking to Mike Stoops his uncle, defensive coordinator, he said, I don't know, but Drake and Isaac got a lot more speed than me and Bob had. That comes from Mom. 1st and 10 at the 38. Sermon. First down. And more. Sermon. All the way down to the 40. A 22-yard gain. Now, you said something during the break that really was curious to me. You said that aside from Baker Mayfield, Murray, Sutton. And here's Sutton. Picks up a first down.
They are just burying him with this bread and butter play. 3rd down, that's when he really made his hay.
2nd down. Murray winds up deep. Down the field. Run. Touchdown. 65 yards. I don't know, Joel. This team has a lot of talent.
Easy pickings, right? I mean, my goodness, Marquise Brown is going to come from that right side, and as soon as the safety goes with the tight end, Murray just winds up and throws it right down the field. The corner thought he had safety help. He didn't. Hollywood in the end zone.
Murray, 9th overall pick by the Oakland Athletics in this past year's draft. He's an outfielder. This is pitch and catch. Murray to Brown. Touchdown, Sooners.
But OU has just been stifling.
2nd and 10 at the 37. Flag on the play. This ball caught by Durant, and Durant is corralled and taken down. Touchdowns. Marquise Brown, 6 catches, 133 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Now Robinson, and this defense has been all over the place. Neville Gallimore with the sack.
They've been relentless up front. They've been relentless on special teams, and they've been explosive on offense.
Halftime here in Oklahoma, 42-0. Sooners. Right now, we'll send you to Rob Stone in LA.
Rodney Anderson
from the 31. Here's Kendall throwing it to the sideline. Caught. C.D. Lamb. First time we've called his name receiving. And C.D. Lamb is a terrific player. Set the OU freshman records for receptions and yards in a game against Texas Tech last year with 9 catches for 147 yards for the season. He had 46 catches for 807 and 7 touchdowns.
Highly recruited player, really talented guy.
Austin Kendall with time over the middle. Puts that one right on the money to C.D. Lamb. James Pierre with the tackle. And C.D. Lamb may have been overlooked last year with the emergence of Marquise Brown. A bit.
I think he was, and I think another thing that was overlooked because of the explosiveness is the offensive line play. On the last, that pocket was just perfect. On the 3rd round by the Baltimore Ravens. Really should have been drafted higher based on his ability.
Didn't have a good comeback is what they say. And look at this run. Sutton touchdown OU. 22 yards. That offensive line firing off the football.
And it's that same play I've been talking about. Guard and tackle, leading around, opening up a huge hole for Sutton. And Sutton, all he's got to do is get himself up to the 2nd level. And right there, he's got the hole, and now he's on the safety. And then it's just about lowering the shoulder and getting to the end zone.
48-0. OU scores on their opening series of the second half to make it 49-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Back to Norman after this. Robinson hands it off to Singletary. And Singletary will be stopped for a loss. Curtis Bolton, the redshirt senior. with the tackle.
Great job by this linebacker right here. He's going to come from this backside spot. Watch him just get through the line. He finds the crease, gets skinny, and then gets to the back in the backfield. That's great awareness. Terrific job of diagnosing the play and then reacting.
I'm very impressed with Oklahoma's tackling today.
Way better than last year.
4th down and 6 at the 41. FAU going for it. Robinson in the shotgun. Robinson steps up in the pocket, looking, and once again they chop him down for another loss. Mark Jackson with the tackle. And Florida Atlantic once again turns it over on downs. 49-0. Play like a champion today. Well, that's what the Sooners are doing. They look awesome. Here's Kendall. Steps into his throw, and he has his receiver. A first down, and it's Jalen Robinson.
You had the play call, then you had the adjustment by the defense up there, and then the true freshman runs a great route, and good protection by the offensive line. Boy.
Fresh legs, first down and 10 at the 45. And they'll hand it off. Fletcher with room. Spinning, first down. A gain of 17. Let's check in.
First half of the season, including a date with USC in a few weeks and the Red River game.
With this Oklahoma team underneath, another completion as the receiver runs into the official A.D. Miller with the catch.
This is the best defensive play we've seen yet against Oklahoma. How about this? Oh, he tried to even say, did you see me?
He tried to get skinny.
He tried to get skinny. Oh, A.D. Miller is going to get roasted in film for getting tackled by the official. Oh, man.
You know what? I think that's targeting.
What was bigger about that deal was all the raises that the staff got here at OU.
Here's the ball thrown in the corner. Touchdown. A.D. Miller.
He got it. He got his touchdown.
Yes, he did. After running into one of the officials.
It's a really nice pass from Kendall. Watch how it's outside, and A.D. Miller did a great job of fighting to get his outside arm free. Watch how it's kind of being held inside. Then he spins that right shoulder out. A terrific catch there, going over that right shoulder.
Bringing it down. Terrific throw, though, by Austin Kendall. Put that one right in the perfect spot.
Yeah, so much about being a quarterback is the decision of what trajectory, what throw to make. You know, it's not just where you're throwing it, but it's how you're getting it there. Their starter, Chris Robinson, is obviously one of those players as well.
Peavy lines up and intercepted. This one picked off by Robert Barnes. Barnes still running. And Barnes finally going down at the 43. Start of fourth quarter. Lane Kiffin not happy with this quarterback.
Freshmen have to burn his red shirt in the last game of the year just because of an injury situation. So this is a great rule change that they have made. Now we're seeing the fruits.
Another touchdown for Oklahoma, 41 yards. Kennedy Brooks, 62-7. Wow.
I'll tell you what, you start to understand. Great hold by the offensive line, dominant up front once again, but you're starting to understand why 26 NFL organizations came in here in the spring, not just for Baker Mayfield, but to meet with Lincoln Riley and say, what are you doing offensively to be so explosive?
Oklahoma with 310 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. 63-7. Offensive line playing a great job, and the running backs are very appreciative of what the big boys are doing for them today.
I think Chip is going to be really good at UCLA. I don't know if it's this year that they turn it around. Good throw.
Wow, Mordecai put that one on the money to Michael Jones.
Yes. Now we're talking. Get back there and spin it, young man. I love it. Steps into his throw. Beautiful throw down the sideline. And nice adjustment by Michael Jones. Watch this. As Mordecai kind of steps into it, and then he drives the football high and deep down the field. That's a great throw right there.
Mordecai also received offers from Georgia, Oklahoma State, and Ole Miss, among others.
You can see why. Very talented thrower of the football. OU comes out and just punishes FAU with great balance. 320 on the ground, 330 through the air, 650 total yards for the Sooners in week 1.
And our Jenny Taft is downstairs with Lincoln Riley.
Same birthday I have to.
Yes, well, he just said it. We have the same birthday, so hey, we're already friends. Lincoln, 13th straight home opener win for you guys. And at half, you said it was impressive because it was impressive on all 3 sides. Take me through how that looked in your eyes.
Yeah, it was fun to see. You know, we got some stops defensively there early in it, especially after we gave up the big penalty down there. So stopped them. Offensively got moving, hit some big plays, and the punt block to me was the highlight of the day. It was just all 3 sides playing well, and then good to get a bunch of guys in there in the second half and see some of those young guys play a bunch.
There were always questions about what this team would look like without Baker Mayfield, and I know we got to move on from that storyline, but today, who stood out? How was Kyler Murray? What other difference makers and leaders stood out to you?
Yeah, Kyler played well. I thought we just played well as a group. Lee Morris had a huge explosive play. Rodney Anderson, some big plays defensively. Again, Lee Morris also the guy that blocked the punt. So just a lot of guys. And that's what this team wants. It's may not be about this guy or that guy. It's about the whole team, and they all rose up today.
All right, Chip Kelly is back in the mix, and you guys will host UCLA next weekend. What do you expect from them?
Oh, it'll be fun. He's one of the best coaches to do it, in our generation. Always been a guy that I've kept up with personally. Have a ton of respect for him. He'll do a great job at UCLA. We know it'll be a good challenge.
All right. I hope we see a lot of you this year. Thank you.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Guys.